Hello, Team Iceland. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Coming at you live from the great land of fire and ice. Just giving you a little tour of the area. Just gonna wait for some people to join, and then we'll get started with a little Q&A. So if anyone is joining me live, say hello. Let me know where you're listening from. It's a beautiful day in Iceland. Got the lava, got the ocean. Right over here, we have cute houses and a church. We got the shipyard over here. You know, just your typical scene here in the land of fire and ice. And how is everyone doing today? Please, please, please comment. I want to see where you guys are listening from. I have the Netherlands and India. Hello. Thank you guys for joining me. So other than the Netherlands and India, where is everyone from? Where are you listening from in the world? Minnesota, USA. Awesome. France, hello. Super fun. South Carolina. Hi, John Clayton. Super cool. I love, love, love hearing where you guys are from. USA, Reykjavik. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, so we're doing Wednesday walks, you guys. Loved it last week, so we're here. Norway. Hi. Nice to see you. Yeah, just thought it would be really fun to keep these going. You guys loved them last week, so here we are. And if anyone has any questions for me, fire away. I'll give you a sweeping view across the landscape again. Hello from Brazil. Awesome. We have a worldwide audience. I'm just loving this. So earlier this morning, when I was planning this walk time, it was really like no clouds in the sky and just beautiful, and it's still really, really nice. You can't complain when there's no wind. But now there's cloud cover. But what are you gonna do? That's just a deal. It just switches all the time. So I'm gonna swap the camera. Hi everyone. And I'm gonna put the tripod on the stroller today because my arm got too tired last week, you guys. So here we go. I'm gonna do this. And can you guys also let me know if you can hear me okay? Because, you know, outside and wind and everything like that. So how is this? I don't know. I mean, I'm just here for you and answering the questions. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, sounds like you can hear me. And also this tripod situation is not working, so my arm will have to get tired. Okay, here we go. Super. Someone asked how everything is going since the eruption. So let me talk about the eruption. I know that's the hottest topic. Oh, pun intended. Oh my God, I'm hilarious. Everything's going great. So it's literally going to be the newest tourist attraction because there's been so many people just hiking to the volcano. It's right between, not right between, but yeah, pretty much right between the airport and Reykjavik, and so it's a lot of people are getting off the flight and just hiking over to the volcano. So currently, hello from Thailand as well, or hello to you. Yeah, I mean, like I said, everything is just going as normal in life in Iceland here. Everything is just going on as normal, but I don't know, we can't like see anything. I'm looking at the area right across the harbor right now. We can't really see anything other than some extra smoke. And it is just like a really, really popular place to be right now. I think that just a lot of locals are taking their time and hiking out there. Currently, the route takes about 2 hours. Um, and so, and it's not like the hardest route ever imaginable, but I think it's a little challenging. And then also, what also makes it, I don't know, fun is the weather. So there's been some snow recently and some high winds. And then last week or a couple of days ago, we had like minus 10 degrees Celsius. So, yeah, the weather can be challenging. But I have a feeling, based on what I've heard, that the eruption will be going on for quite some time. Speaking of eruption, there's just a big lava chunk behind me. So it could be going on for months or even years, they're saying. It just really, I have no idea. But it all depends on what's going on beneath the surface that we can't see. And if that is the case, I really, really think that people are just going to be, it's going to be like a big to do on everyone's list. So, with that being said, I plan to hike to the volcano soon. Trying to figure out the logistics for that with the newborn. But yeah, it's really, really cool. From all the pictures and videos I've seen so far, and if I didn't have a baby, I would have already been there, and you know that. But is there a chance it will explode into the sky, or most likely? Yeah, I just think everyone is going to want to go there. What about you guys? Do you want to go visit the volcanic eruption? Would you want to see that? It looks phenomenal. And as of now, the lava flow is actually contained in a valley, and so that valley, so just the lava just keeps pouring out. But they're thinking because of how like strong the flow is still coming, the lava could spill off into the next valley. So I think that right now with like the classic cone with the lava spilling out of it looks really, really unique, but of course this could be going on for a while, and then that would just create a bigger area to see. There's still constantly planes and helicopters going above all day. We live right in a flight path, and so I'm always hearing them go over. So if you don't want to do the hike, you could always fly there. And so, yeah, super, super exciting. Someone asked if something about smoldering. Yeah, I don't know like too much about like what's going to happen with the action, like how the volcano is going to progress. But I recommend that you follow this account called Geology with Helga on Instagram, and she actually is I think she's going for her PhD in volcanology, and she's fantastic. She goes on stories quite often and explains what's going on, explains what's going to happen. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely check her out. Have you ever hiked the Vega Trail? I have not. Oh my god, I'm so sad. So I had the opportunity to. Vega is in the Highlands, and it's usually about a 4-day hike. And it goes through Landmannalaugar and Thorsmork. And I've always wanted to do it, so I'm very high on my list. And I had the opportunity to go last summer, but I was already like 6 months pregnant. And I was like, oh, Jeannie, you probably shouldn't hike, and like you have to cross a river and camp with everything on your back while you're 6 months pregnant. So I did some other hiking, but I drew the line there. It looks amazing. Highly, highly recommended based on what everyone else has said about it. Let's flip the camera around to give you guys this beautiful view. A little coastline, some lava The tide looks like it's out quite a bit now, so I love when the sea is exposing some of this beautiful area here. Cute houses around. Reykjavik was my favorite part. Yeah, that's a really, really cool area and an awesome hike as well. Just like these cute little red houses right there. Cute, cute, cute. All right. Any questions for me, you guys? Are public transports expensive in Reykjavik? Is it easy to get around the city by bus? Public transportation is not great in Reykjavik, to be honest. It's something that they're working on. They're trying to be a lot more carbon neutral in the future. But the public transportation system is primarily bus at this time, and it's not expensive, but it's not the cheapest bus I've ever seen. But they do make it pretty easy to get around within the city. If you have to go, like if you want to take a bus around the country, that's a different topic. But yeah, I would say it's pretty easy to get around via bus in the city. If you don't want to rent a car, it's possible. It's also possible to walk, however, because it's just such a small city. So hiking there in the winter difficult? Oh, yeah, that's a great question. I have a feeling that this just will be something that's ongoing that we'll have to like reevaluate in terms of like, can you get there in certain conditions and certain seasons? Because how it's going right now is that the authorities basically notify us on a daily basis if the eruption site is safe enough to walk to. And that's just based on weather, but also the gases that come from the volcano. So actually, if there's no wind at all, it's very dangerous to walk to the volcano because the gases that come from the eruption kind of like linger in the air, and it's not good for us. So I think just we're gonna have to keep monitoring it to see if it's possible, right? And I think that they've also changed the route. So it's almost 2 weeks that the eruption started, and they've already changed the route one time. So there's 2 different routes that people have been taking, and that's possible that they would do that again as well. So just hanging out by this lava field. Any other questions for me, you guys? Give you a little, flip the camera around again. This is a really cool view where I'm at right now. All right, so harbor over here. It's a little bit hard to see, of course, but there's mountains back here. That's actually like Reykjanes Peninsula. And then over here, I walked this way so we can see that cone mountain right there. That's actually just right near where the volcano is erupting. So you probably can't see, but just to the right side of that cone, there's extra smoke, and that means volcano. Okay, was there much snow in Iceland this winter? No, we have had the most mild winter that I have experienced since moving here. It was so not snowy. Yeah, so here's a helicopter coming right now, speaking of which. Headed right to the eruption site. This is happening constantly throughout my... oh, comment. So someone asked if there was much snow. No, we had the most mild winter ever in terms of storms, in terms of precipitation. Like it was extremely dry. No rain, no snow. We've had more snow in the past week than probably the whole winter, so that's not cool. We're ready for spring. And let's see. Okay. I figured out how to look back at the comments, you guys. So that's really good of me. Can you recommend an ice cave hike? Yeah, actually. So if you the company that I recommend for that is Troll Expeditions. And if you go on my website, you can watch the video where I do a glacier hike and ice cave tour. It's a really, really cool tour, and they do a great job. And then there's like a link directly on my website to that tour if you would want to book it. Ice caves, like the natural ice caves inside the glaciers, are only available like November through March, and that's because of um, outside of those months, it's just too warm and it's dangerous to be inside those caves because of the melting. Um, but I highly recommend a natural ice cave if you guys are here between November and March. It's just incredible to see, to like go inside these glaciers and just like, oh, it's just beautiful, pure blue ice, so awesome. How will that impact tourism? So far, the biggest impact to tourism has been COVID, not the weather. So, um, yeah, we just need to get over that hurdle first. We need to get over the COVID hurdle. All right, guys. Any other questions for me? I am going. This has been about 15 minutes that we've been on live, and I'm going to go until 20 minutes, and then I'm going to pop off and finish our walk. You're welcome. A fun fact, this weekend is Easter around the world, around the, okay. And in Iceland, that means basically that we get a 5-day weekend. And so people are working today as Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, pretty much everyone has off work. And most of the time in a normal world, people would be traveling someplace warm because it's kind of like, the spring break, just kind of a chance to get away. But obviously COVID, so people aren't really going anywhere, but they do travel domestically. So we're, for example, going out into the countryside, and staying in a cabin and exploring. So I'm really, really excited about that. If you guys are following me on Instagram, I always put some stories up of what we're doing. So check that out. But yeah, so Easter, it's a pretty big deal here. And it's just a fun opportunity to kind of pause and have a nice long weekend. So that's going on now. And yeah, Icelanders love chocolate. I mean, who really doesn't love chocolate? But a big deal here is called Easter eggs, which is like a big chocolate egg with more chocolate inside. I did a video about it last year on my YouTube channel if you guys were here for that. It's kind of a fun tradition. It's different than what we do in the US, but Easter eggs. All right. Any other questions for me, you guys? I'm here for you. I'm here to help. I'm here to answer questions about planning or anything. Here's another cool view. Little Black Beach action down here. Thank you. Have a good day. Lunch in the UK. Oh, it's so crazy, like with all of these restrictions everywhere, and we can't travel, and the world is so different now. And every time I hear about like someone, oh, I'm from Italy, I'm from, Brazil. It's like, oh, places, we're just thinking about the world. Like, it's so different now. So, anyway, that was a ramble. If you have any questions for me, can't wait to see Iceland in September. I have to get vaccinated. Yes. Oh, September. What a magical, magical time. I love it. Northern Light season. I'm not at Reindeer, no. Black sand beaches are just the norm here. So, do you think there's enough to do this summer that would make a trip worthwhile? I'm fully vaccinated. Heck yes! Oh my gosh! Oh, of course, there's plenty to do. Summer is incredible. We have almost 24 hours of daylight between like June and July, like ish. Um, there's so much daylight. There's so much to explore. It's going to be beautiful. And you guys, the nice thing about Iceland is that all of the attractions that people want to see are outside. You know what I mean? So it's not like when you want to go to Disneyland or Rome. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to worry about like. I mean, you can still contract COVID. Like, do you know what I mean? Okay, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that you're in nature, so it's not like super risky, and everything is like you're basically socially distancing just by being here. I mean, have you seen a single other person by me? Granted, I'm in the city, but you know what I mean? It gets even more when you're in the country. So, absolutely. And um, who asked me that question? Little Little Go Farm. I am releasing something that's very exciting. I'm gonna let you guys know as soon as the launch date is official, but I'm going to be releasing something that's super, super helpful for those of you that want to travel here this summer. Um, you're going to love it. Trust me. So stay tuned or head to my website if you guys want to check that out and sign up for my newsletter. And that's the best way to stay in touch. But I'm going to be letting everyone know very soon because I've been working, with all the downtime that I've had, I've been working on extra trip planning help for you guys just because I know that there's so many extra questions right now because of these unknown times. But the long answer is absolutely. Okay. We're planning a trip to Iceland in June, but if we have to be vaccinated to get in, will we be canceling? Oh, we will be canceling. I see. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's such a bummer to have your hopes up for a trip and still not be able to go. But I respect Iceland's decision and what they're doing. They're just trying to protect us as, just locals living here. We have a small population, so things can spread quickly. And if they're bringing anything in at the border, then that's quite risky to us. So, totally understand, but I think that might be a bit of a standard going forward, to be honest. Okay, what else? Thank you so much for all your videos. Yay! Wife and I went to Iceland 2019. Can't wait to come back. From Iowa. Hi, Eric. It's getting windier. Oh, enjoy your walk. Are restaurants back to normal minus the masks? Okay, this is a good question. Restaurants are at limited capacity. And I always have to say things with a caveat. So this is the current regulation, but it could change in a week, in a month. But yeah, it's basically we're kind of on a mini lockdown right now, just because there was a bit of a spike in infections. They're just trying to contain it and then hopefully getting things back to normal. But how it's been going basically since everything started is just at a reduced capacity. So you can still go places like yes, there have been places that have been had to close. But in general, people are just there's less people allowed into the space, and then you have to wear a mask until your food comes, and then you can eat, and then go. So that's kind of what's going on in terms of restaurants currently. So I think that if you guys, if you're planning on coming here, you know, it's going to be more tricky to be able to eat. But there's going to be places still available. Are there still Airbnbs available to stay in the pandemic, or are they mainly closed? Also, same situation. I would say that, um, you know, a lot of people depend on tourism for, you know, like that is their business. And so definitely there have been places that have had to close again, but I think that people are ready to like get back up and running. Um, Icelanders have been trying to like, you know, travel domestically to like keep tourism alive a bit. But when actual like, you know, tourists are coming back into the country, then yeah, I think that there's going to be plenty available. So I think if you're especially for the Airbnb, like if you're thinking about booking something, I would just message the owner and let you know, just ask them. They're always really good and responsive. Um, some good places to see reindeer. Yeah, so reindeer are primarily in the east of Iceland, and they're very hard to see. I have traveled there many times, and I've only been able to see reindeer once in my life here. It makes me sad because I really want to see them. But yeah, it's kind of just like unless I unless I don't know the right way to hunt, not hunt, but find locate reindeer. Um, you know, you just kind of have to keep your eye out. And then anywhere between like the Glacier Lagoon and Egilsstaðir in the east, prime reindeer location. So there you go. That's the best I can do. Um, your recommendation for tomato soup is still number one on my list. Yes, Maddie, absolutely. 100%. Actually, we're going to be in the area of the tomato soup place this weekend, and I'm like, should we go? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Is this really live? Yep, this really is. Okay. This is going on 30 minutes. I am gonna wrap this up because, you know, my baby's probably gonna wake up any minute now. But thank you guys so much for joining me live. Next Wednesday, same place, similar time. It all depends on nap schedules. But I always have so much fun talking to you guys, and I hope that you are keeping your spirits high. Trust me, Iceland is working very, very hard to be just getting tourism back to normal. So keep dreaming. We're excited to see you here very soon. Iceland is ready for you, and keep planning your trip. So I'm gonna flip the camera back around, and then I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Mhm. Thanks, Maddie. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I will see you next week. Bye.